Colorado carpetbagger Lauren Boebert has a bone to pick with the media. On a local radio show last week, she complained that the media was turning her voters against her. Ooh, oh. She told KHOW-AM radio host Ross Kaminsky, quote, I mean, the media, they do a great job of dehumanizing me, right? I mean, you just said, you like me as a person. I'm funny. Okay, well, nobody sees that. That's not front page headline on the Denver Post. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a reason for that. People don't vote for people because they're funny, because they have a good sense of humor, all right? They're supposed to vote for somebody who can effectively represent them and their best interests in order to make their community stronger. Now, look, to be fair, Lauren Boebert makes me laugh.
A teleprompter properly.
Not for the right reasons, though. Okay, but when it comes to the serving of her community and her constituents, she has not been doing a good job, okay? Lauren Boebert has actively fought against making the lives of her constituents and her community better. Now, you wouldn't know that if you only listened to her, if you listen to Fox News, but in fact, she recently took credit for a $51.4 million grant for the South Bridge, right? That money ended up coming from the Rural Surface Transportation Grant Program, which was established by the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, which is the same Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act that Boebert, along with 200 other Republicans, voted against. Oh, and so she voted against the bill that gave her district money, and it was like, look at the thing I did for you. I brought you millions of dollars. No, you didn't. If it were up to you, you wouldn't have. They wouldn't have the money. In fact, she also took credit for 10 projects in her district that she had voted against the funding for, one of which included $1.5 million for a stoplight in Bayfield and improved water storage and treatment facilities. She had also voted to cut funding for veterans in her district. According to the Department of Veterans Affairs, the Republican plan had aimed to cut nearly 81,000 health service jobs within the VA, cause 30 million fewer veteran outpatient visits, and potentially lead to a dramatic increase of disability claim backlogs, as if there aren't already enough of those. That's what she's done for Colorado District 3. Now she wants to bring that same energy of something to District 4. Now, getting back to the interview, right? So Kaminsky largely agreed with Lauren, but took a jab. He said the Congresswoman shared some responsibility for her public perception. Gee, you think? But here's how he phrased it. He said, I'd also say you probably don't always help yourself in that way. Just being how you are. And I think you kind of don't give a you-know-what about what other people think of you. I mean, you want to win votes. That's what you're doing here. But I don't think you're out there as a people pleaser, generally. I don't know. That depends. I think her date during the Beetlejuice performance was rather pleased, at least for a little bit, until they got kicked out. That said, she responded with saying, I wish I was less on infrared camera. That would be great. But I mean, there are those aspects. I would like to go to dinner in Fort Collins with my boys, and I have random people come up and video us, you know? Well, I mean, look, you could leave public life. I mean, there is that option. Nobody's forcing you to run for office, all right? So I'm just saying that's a possibility. You don't like the attention? I get it. I wouldn't either. That's why I'm not running for office. Okay? But anyway, I know it's kind of ironic that I'm sitting here, doing a talk show. I don't like the attention. I know, weird, right? I'm a strange person. She says, I mean, that kind of stuff bothers me, but also, if I wasn't who I am and as loud as I am and in the spotlight, then I don't believe that I would be as effective, because in Congress, when I speak, I mean, people listen. And I'm not saying this in like a self-aggrandizing way, you know? Okay. wait. Let me just find it here.
Really?
Okay. Yep. But I'm one of the few that are invited to those closed-door meetings with leadership, with the Speaker of the House, whoever the Speaker is. And I'm sure they're inviting you for your very nuanced policy takes, right? Maybe. I don't know. Once again, though, I got to ask, what does she bring to the table? What has she actually done for her district? Anything positive? Anything to help her constituents? Not that I can think of. Not that I can see. And that's the real reason she seems to be having a difficult time convincing voters in her new district to elect her. I mean, she actually has a Republican primary to go through. And yeah, she could very well win, but it's not going to be easy. Certainly not as easy as she believed, I think, in the beginning, moving to this district. I mean, she thought she would have a better chance because in her old district, very likely she was going to lose. So she gathered that carpet bag and brought her happy ass over to CD4, and then, well, there you go. Look, in that district, she is an outsider who has been involved in some, rather high-profile scandals, okay? That's not the media's fault for simply reporting this. It is her fault for being an unmitigated train wreck. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.